Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody's trying to do this right here. And as you can see, the C, I don't know what font this is. The C is lower than the N, and I'm a little bit confused in how he did it. I don't have that font, so I'm just going to use Times New Roman. And if we look at it, most fonts are not the same height for each letter. This thing is 2.5 inches tall. If we hold down the Shift key and hit the rectangle tool, you can see that the C is 2.5 inches tall, but the A is short, the R is short, the L. So they're all a little bit short. The O's a little closer. Now you could go through and individually make them the same, but then they wouldn't be a text anymore. So we're just going to take this, and I'm going to try to mimic his arch the best I can. I'm going to take my ellipse tool. I'm not going to hold down the control button. Then I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and make it red so we can see it against his. I don't know how important that is, and I'm pretty close. So you can see I'm a little bit thick on the end, so I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and no, I need to do the opposite. I need to come in. So we're dead on pretty much. I'm going to hit P, put that in the center of the page. Now, if you remember, our font is 2.5 inches tall. So we're going to take the contour tool, go up to Effects and Contour, and we're going to contour 2.5 inches to the outside. And we have our space now. Now, the way I kind of, you can't, well, I'll just show you. Let's just put this kind of in where it needs to be. Well, matter of fact, we can go ahead and text the path. So we're going to break the contour apart. I always get rid of the one I do not need, or not get rid of it, just to make it lower. This is still a text. So we're going to go to text the path, and we're going to put it right on the text. And I don't know if you can see that red line. That means it's in the center. And you can see I put indexing lines on the corners of my letters already, so I would do that. Now you can, well, matter of fact, we're going to select that, break the text apart so we can get to it later. I'm going to nudge that back up, and you see we're pretty close. But he really wants like a curved rectangle and with scallop corners, and he wants it even where his is not even, and I think it might just be the font. So you can't just take a 2-point line and go from here and then double click on it, double click on it, move the rotation to the bottom. Doesn't look like it is, but it is. And then if we rotate it, see the angle of the box is going to be? So we need to come up with a different scenario. I don't know where I came up with, but I came up with a 5-inch circle, and I hit P. And then I'm going to go from the edge of that box, the quadrant, to right up to the letter. Let me get a little closer to the letter. And you would just have to play around. I started off with like a 7-inch circle, and we want it like right up to the letter. Now what we can do is take that and hit the plus key on the keyboard, mirror it, and then grab that with the 4-point cross and just put it right there. So now we're good to go. Now we can move our text up and out of the way. Well, that's pretty far, but now we can make a well, what I call, and we can left click, right click, and this time we're going to contour the inside 0.5 of an inch in red. I'm going to go to Object and break the contour apart. I'm going to try to grab just the outer one. And look at that. It looks pretty good. Now we don't have chamfered corners yet, but it should be the equal amount off from top to bottom. My angle's a little bit off, as you can see. I don't like that angle, but you can manually fix that or go back, take your shape tool and just move that node to there. That looks pretty good. You actually had another node, and that's probably my original angle. So I'm going to call that good. Now we need to grab our text and go and make it black so it kind of stands out. And now we need to make the chamfered corners. So we take the shape tool. We have these nodes on top of each other, and you don't really want them, so we're going to hit delete. These, you don't really need those extra nodes. We want one node on each corner. And now I'm going to grab these two, and I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, Corners, and I have it set point 0.3. Let's go 0.4 and hit apply. Evidently, I didn't have the other one selected. Let me try this corner. There we go. There's something going on with that node. Let's right click. Can't turn it into a line, you're going to get that. Right click and let's try a cusp. I've never seen that happen. There we go. So now you have those chamfered corners. And I think it's pretty much dead in the middle. One thing you could always do if you had this problem, you could grab just your text, move it out of the way, and then select both of them, holding down the shift key and hit CE, and it should, and see, that's even off, because now the C is closer, so that's not going to work, because, it's touching that part of the font versus that part of the font. I think we're good to go if I understand what he wanted to do. And of course, if you're not cutting that out, you'd want to make it a black and something other than a hairline to kind of show it off. I hope that helped. If not, he'll get back to me. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.